5 minutes with Sean, maybe 10, starts right now. It's not going to be a fun week for folks if you're a OEM, because this week's show is about how absolutely screwed up you all are on the OEM side, and I don't really get it. Now, some of you, the big three, have much bigger problems as of right now than digital marketing, yet you find a way to get involved and make all of us bang our head against the wall. However, I do want to start with one. It is a brand that starts with an M and ends with an A. What are you guys thinking right now? Really, your program, localized program, isn't good at all. It isn't tagged right across a lot of traffic within GA4. OEMs, when you come up with these ideas and your agency of choice goes out there, do you vet them at all to make sure they have any fucking clue what they're doing with regards to GA4 tagging? I'll give you an answer. No, you don't. And if you did, then you probably want to make sure that it's happening, right? Because I don't necessarily think that it is. And so with it, there is a lot more that's actually going on that you're not taking care of, that you're not jumping into, because you have video as organic video when it should be paid video. Display traffic is listed as unassigned. You just have mounts and mounts of issues. You're spending way too much on media in general for your brands. Being that you're a small brand, I have a client who owns the only store within like 800 miles. Why in the fuck should they have to outspend or even spend close to what you're requiring, when if you spend it, the tier 1 development site will then take them to the only dealer within 800 miles? Someone please explain to me why OEMs have now decided that tier 2.5, tier 1.5 advertising is the responsibility of the tier 3 dealer. This is mind-blowing to me. And the worst part about it is it's fucking required, like tied to major shit. And that is whack. That is whack. Please stop it. And if you're going to do this shit, please inspect it. You're not inspecting it. You're not. I am. You're not. Start inspecting it. It's ridiculous what you put your dealers through for marketing that is so unnecessary and egregious that if it were a dealer doing it and they hired me, I would fire whoever's responsible for making that happen. That's how bad this shit is. So, hey, OEM starts with an M, ends in an A. You want help? My number's here. I doubt you'll want to pay the hourly freight, but we could straighten this shit out real quick. Let's move to another one here. Locally, within the big three here in the United States, they have the brand here starts with a C, ends in an R. They are really crazy. As of right now, they have mandates on paid search and what gets spent, how it gets spent. Our biggest competition with the money we're spending, and then they came to us, said we should spend more, okay? Check this caveat out. Spend more money. All right, let me go look and see who we're competing with so I understand it. The manufacturer. The manufacturer. And the manufacturer has all of these rules about you can be in this program, AF, BS, CD, or the BCDF Pro, all this bullshit spread out everywhere, making it difficult for dealers to keep up with, advertisers to keep up with, yet they don't really seem to care because what the fuck do they know about advertising? They can barely make cars, keep their own employees happy, yet here I am sitting here wondering why my dealer is being told to spend an additional $1,000 a month to compete with the mothership of a manufacturer. Not only is that in bad taste, but it's dumb. Okay? D-U-M-B. Dumb. Now, do I think all OEMs are dumb? Yeah, for the most part. When it comes to advertising, I think, and the electric car revolution, I think they've all got their heads too far up their own asses to know which way is up. So we can leave it at that. Let's go to another brand that starts with an S, ends in a U, that I thought by now, having been one of the last archaic people on earth to get away from the single website provider, they open it up and allow people to do that. Now, they've decided to go down this only work with our approved vendor window. Why? Why do you have to do it? You make such good cars. You have such happy dealers. Why must you mandate how they spend their marketing money? Because the vendors you put under your thumb, the ones that you chose, suck. Okay? Because they're corporate garbage entities now. They're too big to care. They're too big to fail. Yet you continually give them the access and opportunity to work with your dealers and do very little, but have huge margins and take advantage of the whole process. Why? Why do co-op programs exist? Someone please, I don't care if you want to call my cell phone, okay? 262-278-0157. Been a while since I've said it on the show. Or if you want to email me, carbizdonebetter@gmail.com. If you work for any of these OEMs that I have mentioned here today, and you want to explain to me why it happened, or better yet, you want to come on this show and have this very discussion with me, proving to me and the rest of the dealers I represent why any of this is worth a shit, I am so game for it, it would blow all your minds. I'm here for it. So, any and all manufacturers, come get me, come call me, come talk to me, come explain to me why your programs exist, because I can tell you right now, 90% of them are trash. You haven't looked at an approved vendor since you approved them, and that is a problem, and they know it, you know it. Whether anyone cares remains to be seen. But I'll tell you this in closing. Car dealers do not need manufacturer assistance when it comes to advertising. You want to do co-op dollars, tie it to shit, fine. But stop tying it to a vendor. These are their cars, their money. They should spend it how the fuck they want to. Maybe they have a rep locally who does great SEO because he focuses on the local market, knows something somebody else doesn't. Why should they have to go pay your bullshit SEO vendor who barely knows how to do the job? Please tell me. Explain to me. Is it because of the thumb thing? Is it because you have to have people like this? Get a life, okay? Allow for autonomy. Give a list of guidelines and be done with it. You can't. Why? Because you got middlemen involved, everybody trying to get paid, and the dealer is the one that gets fucked. That's enough. Have a good week.